Shantes here, also known as with.love.sb on Instagram. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my attempt to do box braids over my locks. I'm going to be using this Freetress braiding hair. It's 28 inches and it's in the color T27. So it's got that ombre effect going on. I'm also going to be using the Shine N Jam to catch my hair and moisturize it so that I can, conceal it within the braids. And then I'm just going to be using the standard rat tail comb to do that. Before we go any further, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead, you can pause the video right now. It would mean so much to me, and I thank you all so much. For those of you who already have been tuning in and have subscribed to my channel, thank you. I love you all so, so much. But let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and unpackage the hair. I do this as neatly as possible because I don't want to add to any type of tangling. The hair that I purchased is pre-stretched, which is very important when doing box braids. It makes the process a whole lot easier. Now, I ended up purchasing a total of 6 packs. I only used about 4.5, close to 5. So the extra hair that I have left over, I can use in the event that I want to touch up on some of my braids. So I'm going to go ahead and give you all a better look at the color. It was easier for me to saturate the entire length of my lock so that it's easier to tuck it into the braiding hair. So I wrap the extensions around my lock and I begin braiding down like you would do a regular plait. And along the way, you'll see as I begin to, use the feed-in method where I add additional extensions to the braid. So here's where I just feed in the extension onto the braid. I add one end to my lock, and then I add the rest of it to the rest of the hair, and I just begin to feed it in so that I'll have 3 sections to braid. I use a total of 3 extensions per braid, 1 at the very beginning, 1 to incorporate into my lock, and then the other just to balance everything out so that everything is even along the way down. Once I get to the very end of the braid, I like to take a strand of hair that I'll wrap around and double knot so that I can really secure the braid. So those of you who've had box braids before, you can attest to the fact that synthetic hair tangles very easily. So here you'll see how I'm just pre-separating the hair so that it's easier when braiding and adding in the extensions. So I'll be honest, this whole process required me to take a lot of breaks. My neck, my back, and my fingers especially were killing me. I hate braiding my own hair. Okay, so it's finally starting to come together. Hang in there, sis. You only got a small section left to go. All right, and so here I am wrapping it up. I'm about done braiding my hair. Once I'm done with everything, I go ahead and take my scissors to cut away any flyaways that I have. I personally don't like to use lighters to burn away the hair. The next step is straightening the ends, and I do this by placing my hair into boiling hot water. I dunk the hair 2 times just to make sure that everything is nice and saturated. Once I'm done pat drying my hair, I take my mousse and just go ahead and put that over the top of it so that I can make everything look nice and neat. The final step, which I think is probably the most important, is taming these edges and laying down these baby hairs. I told y'all before, I don't really have baby hair, but I go ahead and try to sleek that back a little bit, make it look a little cuter. Then last but not least, I take my favorite satin scarf, tie everything down so I can make sure that my edges are nice and laid for when I take my scarf off in the morning. So here I am the next morning. I go ahead and take down my scarf, and here you have it. Voila! Box braids over locks. Alright, my love, so as you can see, I have finally finished my box braids over my locks. It was a very long and tedious process, but I am loving the results. It took me a total of 17, that's right, 17 hours to finish this. I had to keep starting and stopping because of work, so it took me a little longer than I anticipated, but I am loving the color. I am loving that I have this new protective style, but I thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really means a lot to me, and I thank you all so much for tuning in. I will see you on the next video.